Could you beat these animatronics in a fight? That's the question that I'm going to answer today. And for that, I gathered a ton of animatronics and I made a title list, ranking them from no difficulty, which means I would win against them without a sweat, all the way up to I get obliterated, which means that I would lose against them. But before we start, let's go over some rules. First of all, it's a 1v1, so there's no one helping me, nor the animatronic. And also, just to make it fair, I'm gonna allow myself to use the environment, which means, for example, using random objects around me. Because honestly, bro, if I use my fists and kicks, I would hurt myself more than the animatronic. Like, I would be all broken. It's like hitting someone with Torn 7. But that doesn't mean that I can't use the AK-47 that randomly appeared out of nowhere. No, but I can use wherever he's in the office or the entire place. Also, I can move around as much as I want. Like, it's not in a ring. I'll be cooked otherwise. So let's start with the FNAF 1 animatronics. Now, in my opinion, I just want to make it clear that I don't think they're fast. Like, the movie version of them would be more accurate. In the game, they just straight up teleport, and honestly, I don't think it would make sense because they're like 200 kilograms of pure metal. So let's start with Freddy. I think he's the physically stronger from the cast, and also he's kind of sneaky. Pretty much if any of these guys get a hold of you, you're done for. So don't think you're Conor McGregor and fight them face to face. It's not gonna work. Trust me. Your best bet would be to use objects around the pizzeria, like, I don't know, slamming chairs into him, maybe set up a trap with exposed wires. Just be careful. Honestly, if you slammed every single object into Freddy, I still think he would be intact. Man, I wish I had a gun. In the meantime, try not to get too close. And if he bites, try to dodge. Because if you don't, it's gonna hurt. I'm just saying. Honestly, I would probably get caught after a while because how long can you do this without getting tired?
This one is what we call a sacrificial lamb. You want to rope me? You want to rope? No.
I will get obliterated. Same goes for Bonnie. The difference is that he has a guitar, which, well, you could try to steal it from him. Never mind, we would lose. Now, Chica is different. Not only because she has a cupcake, that I'm not gonna count because it's supposed to be a 1v1 and you know that's cheating. She's also fat as free. So Chica is probably the slowest out of all, and the chance of you getting caught is less, I think, therefore giving you more time to bash objects into her. She's probably more durable though, but after a while, you might be able to do something, right? I'm gonna put her at high diff. Now the cupcake. The best they can do is bite. So you might do that a couple times, but if you keep throwing it around, you definitely win. Low diff. Foxy. Bro, he's actually the fastest, but he also weighs way less and he's like more torn, so he's more susceptible to damage. But by the time you actually start doing some, he'll probably catch you. And when he does that, he will keep poking you with his hook. I get obliterated. Golden Freddy. He's quite different from the rest, because I'm pretty sure he's a ghost or hallucination, whatever you want to call him. You can hurt him. The thing is that he can't either, physically though, but he can keep jump scaring you until your brain explodes. So technically you lose, like you literally cannot do anything. And the skeleton. He's pretty much the same as the others, but he doesn't have like an extra layer of armor. Because of that, he could be more flexible and faster. But if you are patient, high diff in my opinion, below Chica because she's built like a tank. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Let's start with the toy animatronics. And I mean, again, they're really durable, but also I think that they're smarter and better than the FNAF 1 animatronics. So keep that in mind. I don't know what you could do. So in my opinion, you're not beating Toy Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie. Even if I used everything I had, besides the bomb under my bed, I get destroyed by these three. I don't know about you guys. The Mangle. Now, here's the thing. It can break apart pretty easily. Like, if you think about it, Mangle is in this state because some kids took her apart and put her back together, not in the intended way, so you probably also could take her apart. Problem is, it can climb up the ceiling. And I don't know what now, but honestly you still have a higher chance to win against the Mangle. You just have to risk it all. Just don't get caught. High diff. Balloon Boy. With the amount of rage that I have for this guy, I would probably destroy him in a matter of seconds. When I streamed FNAF 2, bro, all I could hear is hi, hello, and this guy just kept stealing my berries. Also, he doesn't know how to fight. Like, I think he only learned how to steal berries. Low diff. The puppet. Now, there's some supernatural things going on. Like, he can fly and it's really fast. So yeah, I honestly think you would lose. The withered animatronics. I have no idea what you would do to them. Like, withered Freddy is around 7 feet 2.
Are you okay?
No! I think we can agree that we get obliterated by these guys. Withered golden Freddy. Again, I will put him at I get obliterated. Shadow animatronics. I mean, bro, one stands, one sits. They literally don't do anything. And they don't really have any feats besides Shadow Bonnie, who in UCN makes like everything super dark. I don't know if that's supposed to do anything. But here's the question. Could I fight them? I'm pretty sure they're ghosts too. I don't think they would do anything to me. But like, I couldn't either. Since they don't do anything, I think, I'm just gonna put them no diff, bro. I don't know, man, to be honest. JJ, pretty much the same as Balloon Boy, so I'm gonna put low diff. Endo 2, I forgot to put him in one of my previous tier lists, and I almost forgot to put him again. He doesn't really show any feats, he's just an Easter egg. This one also looks less scary and threatening than the original one, but I'm gonna put him at the same tier, high diff. Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Let's begin with the man himself, William Afton. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think you're beating him. Let's get it clear, he always comes back. It doesn't matter if you put the place on fire, he will find his way back and he will chase you down. Like, his endurance is insane. He looks like he's been through 100 boss battles in a row. Also, let's not forget that he's smart, like he's a serial killer. So don't think like, oh, I'm gonna make some traps and I'm gonna catch him. No, he'll be the one doing the traps for you. At least I think I would lose. But you know, that reminds me of a funny clip. I'm gonna show you. And I want you to tell me your opinion on this.
Yeah, I killed those, and I do it again, too.
Man, it's up to you. The Phantoms. They're very similar to Golden Freddy, but I don't think the effect is as strong, because you don't die from their jump scares.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
The only advice I can give is to stay strong if they keep bombarding you with jump scares. But yeah, anyway, the problem is you can't fight them. They're ghosts, so what the freak am I supposed to do? Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The Nightmare Animatronics. Now, just by looking at them, you know you're absolutely cooked. Where could you even start? Throw a chair at them? They would eat the chair. Try to box them? They would eat you. They're basically killing machines that want nothing but to get you. With all honesty, you're getting obliterated one way or another by most of them. There's some that you might have a chance, but there's a lot that you get obliterated, like... yeah, all of these, pretty much. Nightmare Balloon Boy. Now, I said that I hate Balloon Boy, but this is the version of him that I would definitely not want to mess around with. But you might do something. He doesn't like light, so you should have a flashlight with you. And try not to get him to bite you, because it's probably gonna hurt. But generally, you'd probably not do much damage against him. You're the one who will get tired, and he doesn't. I think we would still lose. Plush Trap. Way smaller than the rest. You can actually do some damage to him, like kicking him or throwing him around. He'll probably land a couple bites, but if you keep doing what you are doing, I think you can win. So for me, he gets mid-diff. Freddles, an even easier opponent. Listen, all I have to say is that they can't even fight. Like, they have to call the big boss. So if you're fighting only one of them, you easily got this in the bag. I don't think it's bold, but I'm gonna say no diff. It's kind of crazy that this guy is on the same tier as these guys. Interesting. Nightmare Cupcake. I mean, this is just an upgraded version of the original one, so the diff gets a bit higher, but not too high. I'm gonna say mid-diff. Jacko Bonnie and Jacko Chica from the Halloween edition. Yeah, you're not doing anything against those guys either. FNAF Sister Location. I think you guys realize that every single FNAF game there's some heavy hitters, and Sister Location is not an exception. Let's start with Circus Baby. 265 kilograms of pure muscle, 7 feet 2 by the way. Let's also not forget that she has a giant claw inside her stomach. So if she catches you lacking, you're pretty much just a meal for her at that point. Definitely a loss. Ballora. Now I know that she has an army of these little guys, but they don't count since it's a 1v1. Besides that, I still think you're losing. Funtime Freddy. Now I know that in this video I said that he looks like one of the nicer ones. You're getting obliterated. Funtime Foxy. For me, probably the least tankiest animatronic of the bunch, but he's pretty fast, so therefore I think you lose. Baby Bab. Since it's one of them, I think you're beating it low diff. Mini Arena. Even smaller than a Baby Bab, and I also think more fragile, so honestly this one is a no diff. Anart. No words for this one. I think you get obliterated. Bon Bon. Bro, just keep throwing this guy around, and I think you beat him easily. I mean, I'm gonna put him low diff because he might do something, right? Same goes for Bonnet. lol bit. I mean, if it appears on your computer, just throw it away or something. No diff. Yendo. For me at least, this is just a better version than the previous Endos. And the thing is that it's built similar to Funtime Freddy. And as we know, that guy's built like a tank. So I don't think we're winning this one. FNAF Pizzeria Simulator. Let's begin with Scrap Baby. Literally in every way possible, she's worse than Circus Baby. Like bro, now she has a giant claw on her arm. She looks like she came straight out of an apocalypse. You're not winning. Molten Freddy. Bro. What is this? This guy's like 70% wires? Like what in the world am I supposed to do? I think that's a loss. I mean, maybe if you find an exposed wire, something will happen to him, but otherwise, you're cooked. Scrap Trap. The thing with him is that every single game, he gets more rotten and old. Like, he doesn't even have an arm, which gives you a really good advantage. So in my opinion, if you keep hurting him, he might just break apart like Lego. I'm gonna put him at high diff, maybe. Don't forget who he is. Lefty. Basically Puppet plus an extra layer of armor. You lose this. The Rockstar Animatronics. Bro, I don't even know if they're hostile. Like, they don't attack you in FNAF 6. We can get an idea from Ultimate Custom Night, and by the looks of it, they're probably not joking, so I think you would lose against them. Besides Foxy, because he's like a 50-50. I mean, you just gotta trust that his parrot likes you, so I'm gonna put him at mid-div, because it's kind of a gamble. The Mediocre Melodies. Honestly, I thought these guys looked smaller than the rest, but when I looked it up, they're all around 6 feet, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, you're telling me that this guy is as tall as this guy? What? But besides that, I still think they're weaker. Listen, I'm gonna go through all of them. Happy Frog. She doesn't look that scary. Just by the voice lines, you can kind of understand that she's goofy.
Everyone underestimates me, but then they turn their back and I'm like, boo! And they're like, what?
Like, I don't know, maybe mid-div? Pig Patch. This guy reminds me of Hangry the Pig from Dark Deception. So I'm kind of skeptical to try to land a hit on him. But he just looks more friendly. And why does he play banjo after every single voice line? High diff, Nat Bear. I mean, dude looks weird, but after a while you probably will do something. High diff. Orville. I don't know what to say. He's a magician.
Want to see a magic trick? Good. Abracadabra!
So if he doesn't disintegrate you with some kind of spell, I think you probably win high diff. Mr. Hippo. Honestly, he will not even try to fight you. He'll just start talking about the most random things and slowly drain your sanity.
No, dude!
So if you don't have earplugs, you instantly lose. L Chip. Bro, this guy only appears on ads, so he probably only cares about promotion and not fighting. I don't know, low diff? Funtime Chica. She's probably similar to the Funtime Animatronics in terms of power and stuff, but I don't think she's as aggressive. She acts like a model or something, so maybe high diff? I don't know, man. I don't even know if she fights, to be honest. Music Man. Now, I know, he looks scary, but there are some things that we could exploit. First of all, he can't use his hands because he has these plates or whatever, and I think they're probably not really effective in a fight. I'm just saying. And look at his legs. He probably skips leg day. Like I do. A couple swings and you probably could break these. So I'm gonna give him an optimistic mid-diff. Like, what could he even do? Trash and Gang. Do I even need to say anything? Just show them out. But yeah, guys, that was the entire title list. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want a part 2, like the video. Also, if you disagree with something, comment down below, because, listen, I might have underestimated us. So yeah, that's it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!